We're having a satsang on Sunday for our spiritual group. If you're interested, you can see my spiritual channel and see my website. There you go. I think this topic is important because I can tell by the comments that I get, and I can also tell, obviously, through the consults I get. Then I can really tell. The mind is still there thinking that it can conquer this semen retention. I want to try to give some analogies to help. It's like, okay, yeah, we can say there's a sense of free will, but let's look at it realistically. Okay, see this, you can't see it, but there's an ocean back there. I have free will to try to swim across that ocean. I have free will to try, but there's no guarantee I can make it. That's the thing. We can try. That's all we can do. We put our best effort and then we relax. I keep trying to say that, and so I keep saying it in different ways. Maybe something will click. So, semen retention's like that. It's like the MMA, the UFC. Everybody's, it's funny, they're all chasing this belt. That's why I like Sean Strickland. He reminds me of me if I was in that position. I'd be like, man, it's just a damn belt. He says, yeah, it's in the closet under my clothes somewhere. I don't know. It can go as fast as I got it. I don't know how I got it, and I don't even know how I'm gonna lose it. I'm talking for him now. Yeah. So people who, let's say, yeah, that's what I was joking about. It's like they're all obsessed with this damn belt. Like, who cares? You know? And then you see how it's not enough. Somebody, you see, the ego, it's never enough. Nothing's ever enough. That's why I have the spiritual channel. You gotta find something inside that's enough. Everything out here is not gonna be enough. Get the best cars and the money and the girls, it's just not gonna be enough. The mind's gonna say, oh, it's gonna get bored, just say, okay, what's next? So they do that. They do that in that UFC. Here's what I see. First, they just want to be champion of the world. Let's say in the lightweight division. Then they got the belt. Now, Khabib was different. He has a strong spiritual religious practice. It's different. He's found something in here he's satiated. He doesn't need to do this. But the average person, they get the belt. It's cool. They feel good for a minute, but then they're like, okay, what's next? I should get the belt for the next division too. This has become more popular in the last year or so. People want to be double champions. And it's even talking now about being, triple champion. Kamzat was talking about that. That Brazilian guy, Alex Pereira, right? Because it's like, there's no end. There's no end. There's no possibility of having true satisfaction in this world of form. Okay, let's come back to what I'm saying. How does that all relate? Okay, so this relates to semen retention in the sense somebody joins the UFC, they want to be champion. They can try to be champion, but most aren't going to do it. Let's say the champion represents perfection. Just for the story, let's say that means, if we correlate that with semen retention, means you never lose a drop of semen. You don't edge, no fantasies, no lust. You're just like Buddha. All right, let's say that represents that. So we're all free to try to do that, to keep working. I'm going to try to purify myself. I'm going to try this and that. I want to do the best I can. But most aren't going to get to that level. Actually, I'll make it another video, I think, talking about how there's infinite levels to semen retention. There's no end level. As long as you still have a mind and an emotional body, and you're housed in this human form, there's always going to be some potential for a certain lustful thought to come or something. You get to where it's like, okay, whatever. You're not chasing perfection anymore. But it takes time for the MMA person to get to where they can get the belt. It can take years. Well, same thing with semen retention. It takes years to get to where this energy gets transmuted, it starts to flow instead of go down, because you got generations and generations of it going down. It takes a long time for that to sublimate. You can't just, what are you going to do? Watch a video and then use your mind, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. And then some of you find out, even if you make yourself not act out and watch porn and masturbate and do all that, still, you say, oh, I released some semen when I went to the toilet, or in my dream, or just nothing. It just comes out. Yeah, because the body, that's the stage. That's what you got to go through. Then the mind takes that and says, oh no, what did I do wrong? There's something wrong, damn it. I'm not doing this. And then they ask me, what are the techniques? Yeah, there's no technique. I made a video. There's no magic technique. You gotta look at this like, that's why I gave the MMA analogy, because I think a lot of you watch that and maybe you could relate. You're in this for the long haul. This isn't some magic thing you're gonna do so that then you can go satisfy your material cravings and get the girl and the money and all that. See, those that are trying to do it for those reasons, yeah, you get upset because you're like, dude, this is too hard. It doesn't work. You got it. I was gonna make a video. Would you still would you still practice semen retention even if it made your penis fall off? I was gonna do that, but I don't know. You know, sometimes maybe I get too much out there, but I don't know. Let me know, yeah, what you think about that, because that tests our resolve. It tests us. You know, are we doing this because we have to? I had a good comment yesterday. He says, you know, every time I do this PMO, I'm at a bottom with it. I can't do it anymore. I feel like hell afterwards. And then it's just automatic. I can't do it for, you know, as long as I can until then, but then maybe I'll relapse again. But he just can't do it anymore. His nervous system can't take it. He's reached the end. Yeah. That person is going to do good. So, are you there? Are you at that point? Do you seriously recognize that this is not like healthy for your nervous system and your whole, just your existence, period? Have you recognized that? Or are you doing it as some kind of technique so that then you can get what your ego wants? That's okay too. Just catch it out. That's all I'm saying. So this stuff, man, doesn't happen overnight. It's like the MMA. They first enter. You know, they have these. They're in the prelims and they fight these guys that they aren't really ranked. Like Kamzat, and he just thought, man, I knock everybody out. Like everything's easy. Then he fought some ranked fighter, the Brazilian guy, tested him because Kamzat wasn't even getting hit. So everybody, this whole hype train was built up around him. Yeah. What's the name of the guy? I forgot. You guys know. So then he got hit. This guy hit him a bunch of times. In fact, some people think the other guy won. And then comes out, he realized, he's like, oh man, I'm not, okay, this is another level. Yeah, this is what we realize when we stop semen retention and then to try to stop the lusting and edging. That's next level. Now you're in the, you know, it's like you're in the ranked division now, elite division. Yeah, it's a different level. So you got to give time for that. That's why it takes years. It just takes years to really get to where this energy starts to sublimate. So I say that so you can relax. That's why I say it. Not to disappoint, but to just relax about it. Don't make this so, you know, like you're in this for the long haul. This don't make it so like every day you're just thinking, oh yeah, I got to practice. Oh no, I have a thought. Oh, I have a feeling. What am I going to do? And go to SPA, Sex Porn Addicts Anonymous, if you want. You can Google that. It's a 12-step program, and you can get some support there because they're all there for the same reason. And yeah, so if you want to know more about the spirituality of it, though, if you're ready for that, not Most aren't. That's cool. No need. But if you are, you can see my spiritual channel and then my website. And if you want to come to the satsang on Sunday, you're welcome. I'll see you next time.